Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so awesome to be with you. Well, I'm sitting here today looking at one of my little treasures. This is a piece of fine crystal by Aurifers. For those of you who've been following my channel for a while, you may know I am a collector of fine glass. Fine leaded glass is called crystal. Now, it's not the same as quartz crystal. It's a type of glass that has leaded added to it. It's just beautiful, and it brings out the sparkle and the shine. And there are a lot of famous glass houses. Like I collect Waterford crystals, one of them out of Ireland. And this is called Aurifers, and Aurifers comes out of Sweden. Aurifers is a very prestigious glass company. It does all the glass for most of the royal houses of Europe. And it's not cheap, but it is worth the money, I think. And this is an Aurifers candle holder. It's a votive candle. I don't have a candle in it right now, but anyways, as many of you know, I am going to a minimalist lifestyle. And that means I'm getting literally rid of everything out of my house, and I'm starting it from an empty house. It's easier said than done, so it's going to take me a few more months to get everything out. But the one thing that I've been doing is literally digging out my crystal collection. And I'm not selling off any of my crystal. It's the only thing I'm keeping that I'm not going to be minimalist on. But in the future, the design of my house is going to be very minimal, with just a few black glass tables with fine crystals sitting on it. I think it's going to be very sleek and elegant. But anyways, this is one of my favorite pieces. I just unboxed it while I was clearing out some cabinets, and I just love it. Anyways, I want to share it with you because I don't know if any of you out there collect or are into this sort of stuff, but if you're interested in collecting fine glass, I might recommend Aurifers to you. Now, I'm not being endorsed by Aurifers, but they just do beautiful stuff. Being from the Scandinavian countries, they do a lot of very modern, very sleek, simple line stuff. And you know, up in the northern countries, there's a lot of ice and snow. So ice and snow are oftentimes a theme in their glassworks. But this piece, actually, I'll bring a little closer. Hopefully you can see it here. But it's made to look like ice. It's called the Icy Votive. So I don't know if this is still in production. You'd have to go to the Aurifers website. I am not being endorsed by Aurifers, just got to say that for YouTube standards, but I do love them. In fact, I'll show you real quick. I got another piece here if you're interested. Hopefully I'm not boring you. But this is another bread. This one's called the Icy Votive. Their stuff, by the way, is heavy. I mean, this could be a weapon. It's like solid lead. Mega heavy. And this is another one I have called the Firefly Votive. Each of their pieces are literally like artwork, so they have titles with them. So this is called the Firefly Votive, excuse me. And it's also done, I thought it was an artichoke when I saw it. And people call it the artichoke holder. But I like artichokes, so I think it's kind of cool. And as a Wiccan, I love anything that's kind of natural. So it looks like a combination of artichoke and ice. Maybe it's a frozen artichoke. Isn't it just beautiful, though? Beautiful, fine crystal, all hand done. As I said, they're not cheap, but I think they're worth the money. Anyways, so I gotta say thank you to all of you who came out to yesterday's video. We had such a good time. We had messages from the spirit world. If you didn't see that, that's in the queue right before this one. I did a bunch of little psychic readings for people that wrote in to the show. So I hope you'll check that out if you haven't seen it. And a lot of you have been writing saying, Psychic Bob, are you doing private readings? How do I get in for a private reading? Yes, I do private sessions. I do charge for those, and all of the information on that's at my website, psychicbob.com. That link will be below. And you can also call my office number, 703-825-3929, and we'll get you on the schedule. So yeah, give me a call. I'd love to hear from you, and we'll get you in for a reading, okay? Or you can also write to me at my email, which the link will be below in the info box, readings@robert-hickman.com. So I hope to hear from you. Anyways, well, you know, today is Wednesday. Thank you so much for all your support. And as I said, today is Wednesday. and it's Wiccan Wednesday. By the way, how you like my shirt I'm wearing? I got on my red pentacle, and red is power and life force. Ooh, I love it. It's protection too. And you know, today people always ask me about my jewelry. I have an unlimited jewelry supply. You know, I'm one of these people. Like, I'm going to be minimalist in every area of my life, but two areas. There's two areas I will not be minimalist in. One is my collecting of glass, fine glass like orphers, and the other is my jewelry. This is one of my pendants. This is the rune Algies. It's a sign of protection and power. And maybe next week we'll do a talk about some of the runes of power. So yeah, maybe we'll do that next Wiccan Wednesday. But anyways, for right now, just know that this is the sign of protection in magic. And it's an ancient Germanic or Nordic rune. And I love it. So I'm wearing that today. So I feel very safe and protected. You know, we got the spirit world always got our back. You know, at least we hope so, right? Anyways, well, I had to come and also show you. I got a really interesting thing to show you today. One of my YouTube friends, her name is Rose Henley. Hello, Rose. I hope you're watching this. She's out of Oregon. Good friend of mine. I've known her for years. We talk all the time. She's wonderful. But she told me recently, she says, Psychic Bob, I've been watching the Witching Hour and your Saturday class, and I've been so inspired. And on the Witching Hour, Lord Tony was talking about shungite, which is a type of a mineral that is for protection, power, purification. It does all sorts of stuff. Removes damaging electromagnetic energy out of your house. It's protective against evil. Anyways, so shungite that could be a whole video. But Rose sent me some amazing, amazing crystals. Now look at these. When I opened the bag, I thought, oh my God, she sent me gold. And you know, with gold going at like, what, 1,100 an ounce, I was definitely interested. But these are actually not gold. They're actually a form of pyrite, which is sometimes called fool's gold. But what's really fascinating is there's another substance mixed with this. I said, what is this? Well, this is actually shungite and pyrite together. Isn't that amazing? So I think this is really great because these stones would be very good to use for protection, but also particularly protection of wealth. You know, this day and age with so much craziness in the world, you know, we need to secure ourselves, you know, and make sure our homes are safe, our protected, our treasured items are safe. And so Rose sent these to me that I would have good prosperity and protection. And Rose, I got to tell you, I love it. Thank you so much. So she sent me a bunch here. Let's see if I can show them to you. It's hard to see, but I got 4 of them, and they're all just really lovely. So Rose, thank you for these wonderful crystals. I'm definitely going to, you know, put them in my house at strategic points for blessing. Well, Rose said to me, Psychic Bob, I saw your show. You've been doing that class on the mystical traveler on Saturdays. And she said, I saw some, I had to get you. And she sent me an amazing oracle deck. And this is called the Sacred Traveler Oracle Cards. And she thought of me when she saw this. And anyways, I thought today we would do a pull of a card, do a little reading for everybody here, okay? But before we do that, I want to show you this. It's really nice. It comes in a beautiful box, and it's got an amazing little book that tells about all the cards. And then I want to just show you real quick. The cards are just beautiful. They're really thick. If you like, you know, sometimes you buy cards and they're flimsy. These are like solid. They're like triple card stock. I mean, they're like almost wood. Very, very thick. And just show you real quick here. The backs of the cards are all the same, but they're this beautiful kind of mandala. That's what I'm going to call it. I call it a mandala design. Can you guys see that? Hopefully you can see that. I have a little glare here, but isn't that beautiful? Just purple. And you know I'm crazy about purple, so I love them. And the artwork on these cards is very nice. It's very mystical. And it's about people on their soul journey. And they've got, like, for example, you know, here's one, answering the call. And the messages on these, I like this because it's very direct, no confusion, okay? Answering the call, the time is now, okay? Here's another one, distant thunder, clear the air. Look at that, somebody looking out of their castle, okay? There's 52 cards in this deck, so I won't go through all 52. That'll have to be a review video. But today I want to just do a little reading for you guys with this. This one's called Taking Shelter. The answers are within. So at the top is the name of the card, then bottom has a message for each person. And you know, it's 52 cards. You could actually use this, like pull a card every day. You need to have a reading, you know, every day for yourself for more than a month. There's because there are 52 cards in the deck. So you'd always get something fascinating. But I really recommend this. Here's one, Passion and Pleasure. And it's called, it says Savor Your Life. See, it's people dancing at a fire. Isn't that beautiful? I just love the artworks. It's so mystical and powerful. Here's one, Staying Focused. And it says, Hold the Course. And see, it's like a wizard looking out and peering at the universe through his telescope. Isn't that wonderful? So that's kind of the style of the art here. But you know, I thought I'd do a little reading here and share with you, you know, a little bit about what this deck is about as well before we do a card pull. So I got to put on my glasses because the text, even though I love this book, my eyes aren't so good. The text, the only thing I don't like is the text a little small for my eyes, but it's probably just me. But I wanted to read from this book for you to kind of give you an idea about what this is really about, okay? So it's called The Sacred Traveler. And this is by, who wrote it? Denise Linn is the author of this deck in this book. Denise Linn. The Sacred Traveler. Your life is a spiritual quest that may be fraught with uncertainties. However, it is through these sojourns that you transform, heal, and bring greater love and awareness into your life and into the world. Your encounters on the pilgrimage of life are conduits that can transport you to the heart of God and beyond. At every turn on your path, you have a sacred companion at your side, giving you powerful advice. The loving escort is akin to your soul. It is your sacred traveler. Some call this special being an angel, a spirit guide, your higher self, your soul, or even the Creator. But no matter what name is used, the Sacred Traveler offers you excellent advice and helps you to tap into your vast store of inner wisdom. The Sacred Traveler constantly whispers to you through signs, synchronicities, and symbols around you, and also communicates through spontaneous thoughts that nudge at the edge of your consciousness. Sometimes it can be difficult to be aware of those messages and to understand their meaning. You may not be able to hear them because there's too much static from worldly concerns and the environment around you. However, the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards can help you to quiet your mind, and they take you on a wondrous voyage of self-discovery. They'll assist you in clearing inner clutter, thus creating a direct path to your internal universe. They can help you to activate your intuition and support you in realizing your purpose and potential. Anyways, this goes on and on for a few pages, but I just wanted to read a little bit of that because that gives you an idea of how these cards are helping you. And I think these are going to be wonderful. I am a big fan of Oracle cards. You know, Rose asked me when I talked to her, she said, do you like Oracle cards? I've never really seen you use them. And the truth is, yes, I do love them. I like tarot as well, but I kind of like oracle cards actually more because I just think they're more direct. That's just my experience. No knocking on tarot because I do love tarot. But if I had to choose between a tarot deck and an oracle deck, I'd probably take an oracle deck. That's just me. I'm not saying that has to be you. But I thought today we'd pull a card, and this reading is going to be for all of you for the next week, okay? So let's go ahead. I've been shuffling these. You know, with a new deck, it's hard to shuffle. I've had these a few days, but they're still not broken in yet. But, you know, when you shuffle, you know, when you do an oracle, you just got to feel your way into it. Just relax. Don't feel like you have to be perfect. Just let things unfold. You know, just be gentle. Shuffle till you feel like you're supposed to stop. I feel like I'm supposed to stop there. So we're going to stop right there. Now, some people, what they do is they'll fan out the cards and they'll pull a card at random. Or some people like to take the top card. I'm going to take the top card. That's just how I like to do it. So we're going to pull the top card. And this top card is for all of you watching today. And this is for the next 7 days, okay? Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh, how prophetic. I showed this one earlier and it came up. Our card for today is Answering the Call. And it says down here, the message, the time is now, okay? Now, what's interesting is you'll see that there's a woman here. Let's see, I put on my glasses. I can't see too well today. She kind of looks like a Wiccan priestess. And she's venturing out of her gate. And you'll see there's a stag out there, a deer waiting for her. Maybe that's the Horned Lord, you know? I think what this card says to us is that we're being called. We're being called to the service of other beings. See, like the Horned Lord, that's the God calling her. And so she's stepping out into her venture. She's leaving her own domain to be of service and to be present for others. And the message is the time is now. And I think this is a really great card because so many of you have been following my Saturday class where we've been talking about mystical travelers. And you said, Psychic Bob, I think I'm being called to service of spirit. I think I'm being called to be a mystical traveler. But I don't know. Can I be it? When do I do it? Do I wait 5, 10, 15 years? Well, if you've been asking yourself that, here's your message. And it's called Answering the Call. So you are being called. And when do you take up your call? The time is now. So for those of you sitting on the fence saying, well, Psychic Bob, I feel like I should step into some spiritual work. I feel like I should be of service to my community. I feel like I should expand my spiritual work and practice. When do I do it? Well, here's our answer. The time is now. And I got to tell you, for my own journey, this is really valuable because I'm actually working on some projects now to expand my YouTube channel, to expand my work as a psychic. And I'll be talking about that in the coming months as things start to move forward. I'm working on a number of projects outside of YouTube that eventually, hopefully, will come into YouTube. But, you know, I've been wondering, like, should I invest energy into all these changes? And, you know, I struggle with that as well. You know, people say, oh, Psychic Bob, you're a psychic. You should know everything. No, most psychics, we are not psychic for ourselves. And that's why I love oracle decks because, you know, my spirit guide, I'll ask him stuff. And sometimes he'll tell me and sometimes he won't. He'll say, Psychic Bob, I can't tell you. You have to go through this. And so sometimes I don't get all the answers myself. Now, I can get your future and your answers, but they make me go through all the struggles everybody else goes through. So, you know, a lot of times when I have a problem, you know who I call? I'm going to give her a plug here. She's probably going to be embarrassed. Kelly Coffee. Kelly Coffee is a wonderful psychic. In fact, speaking of her, you can see Psychic Bob live. I'm going to be on her show on this Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, which will be 11 Central. She broadcasts out of Dallas, Texas. So it'll be 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 Eastern. It'll be 10 a.m. Mountain Time and 9 a.m. Pacific Time. For those of you over in Europe, It'll be at 5 p.m. London time, 6 p.m. Paris time. So, what are we being told? The time is now. So we all need to awaken the call. So anyways, I hope you'll come out and see me on Friday, because this card is very relevant to my life as well. So I'm awakening to my call to greater service to humanity. And you too, many of you are being called. Now, if you're saying, well, Psychic Bob, I'm not a mystical traveler, that's not my calling. That's okay. You have your own calling, and it's your own way. You may not be called to be a full-on mystical traveler, but there's something somewhere in your life where you've been thinking, should I go forward on it? You know, some of you are saying, well, Psychic Bob, should I go back to school? When do I do that? Should I follow a new career? Should I enter into this relationship? When do I do it? Should I wait a year? Should I wait 6 months? Well, according to our oracle, you need to answer the call, and the time is now. I think what a wonderful, wow, I gotta tell you, I'm very inspired by this deck. Rose, darling, listen, thank you so much for these lovely gifts. I love them. I'm going to definitely use them and treasure them. And I'm looking forward to being in touch with you. And I'm taking this reading today to heart. And I hope all of you today are going to get something from it. Well, guys, listen, I'm not going to stay on here. Psychic Bob's got more stuff to do. But I do love all of you. Be back here tomorrow on Thursday. We're going to have Vlog Thursday. I don't know where we're going to go. We're going to go out somewhere. Maybe we'll go check on the Moon Temple. I don't know what's going on with that. We might have to check that out. We'll find something to do. Just make sure to be here tomorrow for Vlog Thursday. By the way, please, I need your help. Please like this video, share it with your friends, paste it on your Facebook, pass it around, tell people about it. Give me thumbs up, favorite it, and put it out there. Help us get out the word about Spirit Channel. You guys are best. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you want to give me a call for a private reading is a full hour, you and me one-on-one. We cover everything. Past, present, future, spirit guides, messages from the other side, karmic links, your life mission, all of that. And I answer all your questions. Give me a call, 703-825-3929. And I'll be back here tomorrow for Vlog Thursday with more for you. And put on your calendars to watch me on Kelly Coffee Show on Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern, in whatever time zone you're in. If you want to learn how to get to Kelly Coffee's channel, I'll put a link below for that as well. Or if you forget that, go to the front of my YouTube channel, and her channel is over on the right side on channels I recommend. So you'll see her there. But I hope you'll come out on Friday and see me. I'm going to be doing live readings. Kelly and I will be taking calls and taking chat from people, answering questions, psychic questions. All right, so I look forward to it. We'll see you then. But be back here tomorrow for Vlog Thursday. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. And let's all go forward and answer our call. Blessed be.